Do standing desks actually make us more healthy? Well, it's time for some scientific facts to help you make that decision. We all know that we need to be more active, but there's increasing evidence that we need to spend less time sat down on our cheeks. Time for a quick quiz. How many hours on average do adults of working age in England sit or lie down whilst being awake? Is it 4.5 hours, 9.5 hours, or 7.5 hours? I think maybe a little drum roll thing now. Yeah, time's up. 9.5 hours. Now that's a lot of sedentary behaviour, which isn't really good for us. So, research from the NHS actually shows that compared to the shortest time spent sedentary, the longest time spent sedentary was associated with... Actually, let's do a little B-roll thing and a voiceover. I think it'll look quite cool. And it will break it up a little. A 112% increase in risk of type 2 diabetes, 147% increase in cardiovascular events, 90% increase in death due to cardiovascular events, and a 49% increase in death due to any cause. Now, before we begin talking about standing desks, if you're a regular viewer of my videos, you'll know that I'm always transparent and open about everything. I Want a Standing Desk have been kind enough to send me their Eiger Pro standing desk for this video, but they've had no input or influence on this piece. Now, if you'd like to find out more information about I Want a Standing Desk or their product, I've left a link in the description below for you. Now let's get back to the video. So in June 2015, the British Journal of Sports Medicine released the first guidance on curbing the health risks mentioned earlier from sitting down too much at work. They called for sit-stand desks and regular walks. Now the guidance suggests that office workers should be on their feet during working hours for a minimum of 2 hours a day, and this should eventually be increased to 4 hours a day. I've just kind of reflected on what I said, so just to be clear, this doesn't mean stand up for 4 hours in one go, because that would be difficult. The whole point of this is to break up prolonged sitting. So break it up by using a standing desk, going for regular walks, or doing standing activities. The aim is to stand up for 4 hours in total during the day. Now, if you want to read the full article, I've left a link in the description below. So there are times that I can quite easily, and I'll repeat that, quite easily spend about 4 to 8 hours sat down editing long duration videos that we make for various companies. And I've actually begun to enjoy mixing it up from sitting and standing, especially once I start to feel quite achy from sitting down for too long. Now the transition from sitting to standing was pretty easy. It does feel a little strange using the keyboard and mouse to begin with, but you'll get used to it. I'd say the biggest thing that you need to acclimatise to is what to do with your feet, which I know it sounds really strange, but when you sat down you don't really think of your feet much, but suddenly when you stand up, it's always on your mind. I'd also recommend that you wear comfortable footwear, as it will really help. Now let's move on to a very recent study from October 2018, and it was actually done on 146 NHS office workers for a period of 12 months. The study found that providing NHS office workers with an adjustable desk so they could either sit or stand led to a reduction of daily sitting time by an hour. Now if you want to read the full study, I've left a link in the description below. The study also revealed that workers provided with adjustable desks at work reported better job performance, reduced anxiety, reduced sickness at work, and a better overall quality of life. Now, because of the size of this study, we can't be sure of the accuracy of these outcomes. So these are the facts, and I think that more evidence and longer studies are needed to give greater certainty to the recommendations given. But one thing that we do know is that how bad a sedentary lifestyle can be for us, and we mentioned these at the start of the video. So I think I'll end the video like this. We know that being active is good for your physical and mental health, and breaking up prolonged periods of sitting can make a big difference. So I really hope this video helps you make a decision on trying to stand more and be more active whilst working. Hey guys, thanks for watching this week's video. Make sure to click that like, follow or subscribe button now to stay up to date with new weekly videos. I feel like my mouth is really stiff today. Wow, 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 wow. Sometimes helps to fix that.